Test, 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 test. Hopefully that's not. Is that like staticky? If it's staticky, let me know. But I can see that it's working. So what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Red Seat Radio watch party. My name is Corbin. I will be your host for this evening. I'm not feeling great. I'm not feeling great. I don't know. Like, I don't know as a Red Sox fan how we feel anything other than not great, right? I don't know. Nervous for Tanner Houck. Nervous for the Red Sox lose another series. But before we get to that, we got a whole lot of hellos to make. What's up, Mayo girl? Tito, how you doing? Moose, Damien, Gong. He's just saying hi. Oh no, he's still here. Hey, go Leafs. Actually, I don't know if I can say that as a Bruin fan. I don't know. Chat, I cannot stop. Someone help me. So there is new merch right above you, Tactical Nate. We have new Red Seat merch, ladies and gentlemen. All new Red Seat merch. I'm excited. These shirts, these hoodies, they're absolutely fantastic. The new hats are embroidered, which is absolutely fantastic too. We haven't had, so these hats right here, like look at this. How do I stop my hair from parting directly right there? So the old hats, right? They were solid, but they're like this film, right? They're printed. The new hats, they're embroidered, baby. So I'm psyched about it. The shirts look fantastic. If you guys have not yet, make sure you guys have checked out the merch site. It's going to pop up every 10-ish minutes in the chats via our friend Nightbot here. Let me continue the highs, though. Jacob, how we doing? Mr. Money, Mike Madness, the man, the myth, the legends in the building. QB, how are you? Spencer, yeah, I gotta see Sinners. I heard it's fantastic. I heard the soundtrack was pretty good too. My girlfriend really wants to see it. We've been trying to figure out a day to go. Maybe we'll do that Friday. What's up, Connor? Austin, how are you? Cora has absolutely no decision making on whether or not Moss is here. Daniel, how you doing? Shane, the absolute machine. This guy doesn't miss anything. He's here. He's saying hi. What's up? Beast, how you doing? Austin, what's up? Mayo, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Any news on the shirts? I have been asking Mike, and I swear to God, it's been every single day. So here's the thing that I ended up getting to. For those of you who won a t-shirt on the giveaway on opening day, so it wasn't fully set up, which I think is whatever. But it wasn't fully the t-shirt printing that we were going to do for the mass production that are now live, by the way, wasn't fully set up. So we had to go to a specialty printer to specifically print these giveaway shirts. And so far they've been ghosting us a little bit. We're still working on it. They have been printed. We just don't know why they haven't been shipped out yet. So we're working on, they're printed. They're sitting there. They haven't been shipped out. Every single day I've been calling them. We're getting closer and closer. I promise you those t-shirts are coming. I'm really, really sorry that it's taken this long. Trust me, if I had it my way, they would have been out. You know how I do these things. So I did, Beast. Yeah. So I wanted to talk about it in the live stream, but I swear to God, if I have to drive to each and every one of your houses, I will get you your shirts. I promise. They were not given away. They are coming. I swear. I swear. Yeah, Joey Gallo's trying to pitch now. I don't think you sign him as first base. Massa to first. I'm all set on that, honestly. Man, I don't even know. What is Red Sox multi-view? What is Red Sox multi-view, chat? I don't know if I want to drive. I swear to God I will. I swear to God I will. What is this Red Sox multi-view? What am I multi-viewing? What in the heck are we multi-viewing here? It's like every single angle in the park. It's interesting. Trade Massa for a first baseman. I don't think any team's going to... Like, here's the problem, right? Is that you need to find... Okay, this multi-view is driving me crazy. Oh, no. Houck looks wild tonight. Might not be around tonight. Got to watch the Knicks whoop the Celtics. Yeah, I have a feeling not a lot of people are going to be here tonight considering the Celtics are on. But that's all right. We'll hang out anyways. Yeah. So yeah. Anyways. Yeah. The whole first base thing's driving me a little bit crazy because people are throwing things out where it's like, oh, just trade this and this for first baseman. It's like for Masa, if you were an opposing team, this is what I'm thinking of, right? If you're an opposing team, who are you trading to get Masataka Yoshida? If you're the Boston Red Sox and the Red Sox are trying to trade for Masataka Yoshida, same situation on, let's say, the Diamondbacks, what are you going to give up to get him? What's up, Peterson? Right? At the end of the day, that's the question we need to answer. Because if I'm the Red Sox trading for Masataka Yoshida, let's say Masa's name is Ollie Pepperdine, right? And he's the first base, or he's doing everything he did, and the Red Sox are going for him. I mean, what do you do? Like, what are you offering? Nothing, right? Tom Smith, save us. He does have an opt-out coming out. Right, exactly, Czar. So it's like how do you trade that guy for starting catcher? Or starting first baseman? How do you do that? You kind of don't, right? So there's the problem. I can't stand this. Multi-view is driving me crazy. I'm going back to the regular game. I did try the new multi-view. I just wanted to see what was up with it. Does it automatically put you in 4K for those of you who use NES and 360? I don't even know. Ugh, this doesn't automatically update. I got to figure out a way to get these to automatically update. I don't know why they don't. Oh, it did. It's Wyatt Langford. Oh, okay. So I'm right. Got a baby Hauk. Woo whoop. One down. No, wait. 2 down, 1 to go. By the way, I had someone comment the other day that these aren't like production wise enough, where like people were complaining that there wasn't enough information on the screen about the game. I just want to let you guys know, if I could show everything about this game, I would, right here on YouTube. I would do everything humanly possible. Unfortunately, YouTube is pretty stingy, or MLB on YouTube, I should say, is pretty stingy about what I am and am not allowed to show. So that's a big reason why I show what I showed. Because again, if I could, I absolutely would show you guys everything, but. Ooh, Franklin Arias has his first cards. Gonna have to take a look at that. Is Corey Seager batting like Rafael Devers right now? Come on, Christian. Make a good throw. That a baby. Okay, CH. The good thing about first base, Casa wasn't really doing much offensively, so that's not really affected. Yeah, but here's the thing is, yes, he wasn't doing anything offensively right now, but you lost that potential, right? You lose that potential of what he could have been, which was a middle-of-the-order power bat. And I know you didn't have it when he went down. I understand that, but there's a difference between losing Tristan Casas for 120 games, right? And the sample size he had in his first 30 games, in my opinion. So you sit there and you say, oh, okay, you didn't really lose much. But like over the course of a season, we don't know what you did and did not lose. What we know is what the potential lost was. Check the play-by-play sometimes. I'll tell you what, CH, they're still relatively entertaining to watch. I confess I will be checking out. God, guys. Get it together. I will be drinking my water tonight through a Dunkin' Donuts straw because that's the only thing I have. I don't even know if it's going to fit down there. I don't know what to do for the straw. We'll figure it out. Hopefully we get some offense going. This Cora thing is just strange. What Cora thing? What Cora thing? Ooh. She living off sewer water. Yeah, I can only imagine, Clip. How many more finals you got? We gotta be ending pretty quickly here, right? I'm glad they're highlighting Connor Wong and his 133 batting average. Oh, nice, CH. Man, that was crushed. 4 of them? Man. This is a glaring flaw with the roster construction this year, and nobody was willing to acknowledge it. The Sox have a dozen guys that can play a million positions, but first base. I mean, you got Romy, right? You got Abraham Toro. You got Vaughn Grissom. Yasmani Grandal. Nathan Hickey. Connor Wong can play if you need him to. Blake Sable's been playing first base. You got guys. Here's the problems. I think there's a difference between not having the depth and then not having legitimate impact depth. And it's very rare that you find teams that have legitimately high impact depth on their roster, right? Even the Dodgers to some degree, right? If someone were to go down, a big name were to go down, you would be getting a quadruple A player. A feud between Cora and Rafi? No, there's nothing going on between. In fact, if I was to be honest with you, I think Cora's protecting Rafael Devers. Like I have no reason. There's no reason to believe that Rafi and Cora are at a feud right now. There's absolutely no reason. I think that's just talking to talk, if we're being honest. Yeah, I think we'll be talking about that tomorrow, Clip. You can always tell when the Red Sox aren't doing well because I start focusing on the farm system. Why is Cora afraid to ask? I don't think it's so much as he's afraid to ask as he's. That was a bad strike, huh? I don't think it's so much that he's afraid to ask. I think what's going on is Cora's trying to protect his player, which I think is fair. Rafi should play first, most feel that. That's fine. That's perfectly fine, but that doesn't mean Cora's sitting there and he's sitting there and saying, Rafael Devers is being a jerk this year. He's not playing first base for my team. I don't think that's what's going on. Right? I think what you're seeing from Alex Cora is trying to protect his player. Again, you talked about Alex Cora when Alex Bregman first came here. He was also saying Rafael Devers our third baseman, right? And then it switched up quickly because of everything that happened and whatever. But man, that was a tough double play. But you sit there. But we don't know that Rafael Devers isn't willing to play first base, Czar. This is what drives me crazy is something happens and then people take an inch and they always drag it out a mile. Right? The only thing Alex Cora said was, look, we had a conversation with Rafael Devers earlier this year to totally change his mindset, his position, and his routine with a month to go to the season. He's finally setting in. And we've talked about this, right? Rafael Devers' best asset is not his glove. It isn't. It doesn't matter if he's playing first base, third base, center field, or catcher. It does not matter. At the end of the day, what's most important about Rafael Devers and the reason he made $300 million is because he's one of the best bats in the league when he's going right? This start of the season, things were not going right. He's finally getting better. Over these last three series, he's been unbelievable. He's been absolutely unbelievable, right? You finally get him in a groove. All Alex Cora is sitting there and saying, look, I don't want to mess with that again. Right? I don't want to mess with that again. It's not Rafi's decisions are. You're sitting there and you're saying, Rafi's just refusing to do it. How do you know? Rafi hasn't come out and said anything. Citizen, we're literally in a commercial break. What do you want me to do? Play-by-play Currently, right now, we're talking to Boston's Best with Jimmy and Andy, I think it is. Jenny and Andy, maybe? Where they check out Boston's hottest sports spots. Come tag along with your favorite influencers as they explore different parts of Boston. We explore bars, the Charles, dumplings. Meet Boston. It's Billy and Jenny. I was close. Damien, if you were another team in Major League Baseball, would you trade for Tristan Casas, who isn't going to play till midseason next year, and Masataka Yoshida, who's on the IL with no indication that he's coming back? And if you're the Nationals, you would trade your first baseman, who's been doing pretty solid. I'm not saying he won't play it. I'm just saying it sounds like just today, Alex Cora said he's not going to do it right now, but it doesn't mean he's not going to do it in the future. I just think everyone expects Rafael Devers to be able to just throw on a first baseman's glove, get out there, and be perfectly fine. It's like 5.12, I think, Shane. No, Cora's just out there protecting his player. Does that mean that it's never going to happen? No. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Mayo. I appreciate it. Man, we're going to let Jock Peterson get hot, and that's going to be unbelievably frustrating. There's another hit for him. AA arms are selling a value? No, you wouldn't, Damien. No major league team would. You'd be giving up a AA arm for essentially nothing. And I'm not saying it isn't the best solution, Mark. I'm just sitting here saying I think sitting there and declaring that Rafi and Cora are in some sort of feud is absolutely ridiculous. That's a good point, Connor. What is diehard? What is Rizzo and Anthony? How do they affect each other? I don't understand that combination. What's up? What's up, Robbie? Yeah, there we go, Clip. Now you're thinking with your head. Like I've already talked about it. Rafael Devers to first base feels like the best solution at this point in time. I'm a little curious if Cora is also trying to protect Casas a little bit too. I don't know. Yeah, I don't see Anthony Rizzo coming. Also, Czar, Rafael Devers could have walked into Cora's office and said the exact same thing. At the end of the day, they don't have control over where they play. And we saw that this spring training. Did we not? Rafael Devers came out and said, I want to play third base. Has he played a single game of third base this year? Guys still get another shot at being the Red Sox first baseman? I don't know that he does. I genuinely don't know. Yeah, exactly, Connor. But that's my point, right? Like great, he can come in and he could say all these things. That doesn't mean he's gonna right? That doesn't mean he's gonna end up playing there. What's up, James? That's a great question, Shane. I think it needs to be part of the equation. 3 years of arbitration left. Yeah, he does. But if the Red Sox, again, if you move Rafael Devers over to first base, that's kind of it, isn't it? I don't see a world in which Rafael Devers plays first base for half a season and that's it. That's the problem at the end of the day. It's the same conversation as when we had with third base, right? It's not if Rafael Devers ends up at third base at any point this season, he's going to stay there, right? It was the same conversation. He goes to DH, now he's going to stay DH. Casas become DH? I don't know. Casas to DH, Rafi at first. I don't see the Red Sox putting a, 26-year-old at DH full time. He's got a ground ball. Beautiful. Nice stop, Campbell. Wow, what a play. Had a baby, Christian. Stops it from being a hit. Still gets the runner out of first. If only there were 2 more of them. So they're giving up on Casas. They already tried to trade him this offseason. Could Grissom be a legit first baseman? I don't know. It's an interesting conversation, Brent. He's only played this tonight is his 7th game at first base, right? So it's kind of hard to tell that now. Hamilton's way too small for first base. The ceiling offensively for Grissom's super high though. Tall as Rafi? I think he's probably like 6'2". How tall is Rafi? You want to look that up? 0-0, baby. Not a baby Hauk. Mike just looking at you. Yeah. Yeah, that Vladdy conversation looks a lot different now, doesn't it? Depressed? Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it? What's up, Austin? It's just, you know what it is, Mark? It's just, it is the most, like, and I've been more negative this season about a Red Sox team in terms of video content than I've ever been, especially in mid-May, early May. But there's a reason for it, right? It's because this team had higher expectations than any teams I've ever covered. You're talking 22, sum of 22, 23, 24, and now 25. And you talk about the 23 team, right? That was a disaster. You knew they weren't going to end up. What were they? Under the luxury tax, right? 2024, there were no expectations. It was, I think best case scenario, I said they'd win 86 games, 87 games. Off the table. If we need to, we will do negativity suspensions. Thoroughly shocked. Yeah, that's a good way to put it too. I just you sit here and it's like, you know, everything that's gone wrong. And you know what's crazy is it feels like the Red Sox have just and they have, right? They have totally foiled any opportunity they've had. But at the same time too, it's like, okay, it's May and you're 2.5 games out of first place. Right? You're 2.5 games out of first place. So you sit there and you say, well, you know, things have been going poorly, but you turn this around, you are easily in competition for this division, if not leading this division. right? Like you sit there and it feels like the world's falling in on you. And you get guys like Tony Maz saying, hey, this team has no heart, right? They have no heart. They're not going to be able to do it. Even though he said that about the 2018 team too. So we'll take that with a little bit of a grain of salt. You sit there and it's like, I don't know. What's up, Paul? News on Rizzo. There is no news on Rizzo. Are the Sox still leading the league in errors? Probably. I haven't looked in a minute, but probably. Last night's game was the game that you said they don't. The fact that they've lost 9 1-run games is nothing, but the one game where your starter stunk. That's where you're like, wait a second. You know what I mean, Zard? Like, I don't know, man. That last night it was raining. Your starter had 2 pitches. And you're not optimistic, but wholehearted opinion. Did the Costas injury affects the Roman and Meyer timeline? No. Yeah, Willier's been ice cold. The whole offense. Look at this. Another one. It's a pop up to the catcher. Speaking of cold, here comes Trevor's story. This is the problem right now, is that it's not like at the beginning of the season, it was okay. 1 or 2 guys are cold. It's like every single person right now is ice cold. It really is. The only one hitting is Rafael Devers. And he's the one guy everyone was nervous about coming into the season. I just saw the Roman Anthony over Rafael video. How possible do you think that is? Right now, I think it has to be possible. And again, I like say Don Rafael. I really do. He's a major league player. That's clear, right? But at the same time, too, this isn't 2018, right? Jackie Bradley Jr. worked on the 2018 Red Sox because Benintendi was hitting well, Devers was hitting well, Xander was hitting well, Mookie was hitting well, whoever the hell they had at second base. Brock Holt had a career year. Like Eduardo Nunez was giving you big moments, right? Mitch Moreland was doing well for you. Right now, right, it's Rafael Devers, Jarren Duran has been doing well recently, and Alex Bregman. Outside of those 3, and Christian Campbell, so you got 4, right? Outside of those 4, and even those 4 have gone through stretches this year where they just haven't been able to get the job done. So you're talking about 5 guys in this lineup with Story, Abreu, Cedon, and Connor Wong, who right now just simply are ice cold. Right? If you put Cedon on the 2018 team, we'd love him, right? And I do love Cedon. But my point is, right now, you need the offense more than you need the defense. And you're not losing enough defense with Cedon on the bench, with Duran in center and Roman in left, that makes it legitimately arguable that the defense is more valuable than what Roman Anthony can give you offensively. I just don't see a reason why the Red Sox should have this guy in AAA at this point. And a short little pop-up. Man, he's gone through 2 innings on 19 pitches. Recently, the possibility of doing a Red Sea Radio meetup in Providence at some point. Any updates on that? Not yet. I just wanted to throw it out there. It's sort of preliminary. Hey, we're having a conversation. Let's see how it goes kind of conversation, Austin. If there are updates, I'll certainly let you guys know. I love Cedon. He hits with runners on. Yeah, but that's like the only time he hits. It's fantastic, sure. But again, you talk about it like someone who said let's switch up the lineup and put Cedon at second, right? Like Cedon's speed is fantastic for sure, but he has to get on base to do that. He's a below 600 OPS right now. His OPS is at 66. That's 37% worse than your average player in Major League Baseball. The only reason he has a positive WAR right now is because he's so good defensively. And again, that's fantastic, and it works a lot of times, but the rest of your offense needs to be able to make up for that lack of defense or that lack of offense. You know, like you have to figure out a way to not have him be a factor offensively. And right now, because of the fact that Wong is hitting for crap, Narvaez was hot for like 2 seconds. He's still hitting for crap, right? Like Romy's been fine, but he's not a key player. My problem is with Cedon is, yes, he's a great center fielder, but you have a guy who could legitimately be Bryce Harper just sitting in AAA. Right? It just sucks because with this team's talent, they should. Yeah, no, I agree. Like, Cedon should be comfortably in the bottom of this order, even around a guy like Wong and whoever's batting seventh tonight. I don't know who's batting seventh. Romy, maybe. I don't know. Doesn't matter, right? Those guys should be able to. I don't know. It's just everything about this team is driving me crazy right now. Every single thing. Every single thing. Because everything you talk about, it's like, that should have been a strike. 3-0. It should be 2-1. That's my argument, Connor. That's exactly my argument. Is you sit there with Jarren Duran, and it's like, yeah, you would be worse defensively. But how much worse defensively would you be? I don't know. Feel bad for Tristan? Yeah, it sucks. It's just sort of heartbreaking. Because like all you want to do is see that guy succeed. I mean, all the hate for him, I think, is pretty forced. Then how do you get Roman Anthony on this roster? Because Roman Anthony needs to be on this roster. Like I said in my video today, right? You are trying to be. It's not that the Red Sox are rebuilding, and this is you're going to be competitive in 27, 28. You sign a guy like Alex Bregman to compete right now. You trade for a guy like Garrett Crochet to compete right now. I know he got extended, but that's why you trade for him. Yeah, I have no problem with Romy. My issue with Romy is, how does he look over the course of a full season, right? Is that your first baseman for the future? I don't know. How long do you let Hamilton and Story be a non-factor before you have to call up Meyer? The problem with Story is you have to force him to be a factor. You know what I mean? Thank you. Finally, Houck's getting some calls here. That was ridiculous. 2-2 on Josh Young. No outs. Run on first. South Africa, my man. Thank you so much for tuning in. That's incredible. Bullpen needs to switch on though. Yeah, I mean, what really the answer to all the problems is, guys just need to start doing what they're supposed to do. That was a misplay from Duran a little bit. Hate that. Run on first or second and third with no outs for Tanner Houck. Think absolutely worst case scenario, Roman is called up after the All-Star break. I think he needs to be up here before then. I think he needs to be up here now. That's really the only way it works. Another way you could do it is you could make Willier and Cedon sort of your tandem in right field. That's another option too. I don't know. Yeah, that was just a good hit from I don't even know who that was. Their 9-hitter. It's the very last person you want to see give up a hit to, but Need a big strikeout here. Wait until the All-Star break. Just wait till September expansion. Yeah, I agree. Like at that point, there's not really any reason. You ready for a rebuild, Peter? What? That was a big strikeout. Needed that. How he's been so bad so far this season. Honestly, I think the answer to that is pitch selection. Like when he's gonna throw pitches, when he's not. I'm not even gonna entertain the idea of a rebuild. That's so dumb. I'm sorry, Peter. Way less, Ken. Romy, you gotta hold on to that, dude. You gotta find a way to hold on to that. Are they gonna challenge this? They're running out of time here. I mean, what are they even challenging? He lost the ball. Get Myron Anthony up. That's not a rebuild. That's put yourself in a competition here. Langford never touched first base. Tag him. Oh my God. Are they challenging this? I don't have audio. Are they challenging this? They are challenging it. They're not challenging it? No, they are. Oh, yeah. Look at that. I don't even see that. That's new. Yeah, dude. Peter, you can't blow the team up to get two prospects up here. It could be worse, Zero. You're right, but it also should be better. I think. Like it has to be better. I think. I don't know what do you even? How are you even reviewing this? I don't understand what's going on. To be honest with you. Like he didn't pick up the ball and touch first base. If you just picked up the ball and touched first base, you get creative though. Yeah, but that's so. You're saying a full rebuild, right? This isn't. That wouldn't be a full rebuild. That would just be getting two prospects up here that can help you compete. He didn't touch the bag. You're right, but at the same time, did he pick up the ball and touch first base before who was that? Smith even touches the bag. That's my question. Wasn't even that bad of a throw. That probably should have been caught. Then we don't even have this conversation. Like, does he keep his foot on the bag? Yeah, he does. I think he's out, right? This is Langford. Oh, I'm an idiot. This has to be out. He didn't touch first base. Right, that's what I'm thinking, Carl. Corey, get tossed out here. Get tossed out. How is he safe? He picks up the ball. The ball's in his hands. He's on first base. This guy doesn't even touch first base. What are we doing? I'm confused. I'm unbelievably. I'm confused. I'm lost. Baseball rules lose me. The guy talks about baseball every single day. Something about Romy blocking his path. Yeah, that could be it too. Corey Seager up. Oh, man, I don't love that. Appreciate you being here, Zero, man. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Please don't let this game get out of hand too early. Not a baby. How about we throw 3 more of those, huh? All right, so I'm gonna read out what's going on here. It was 1-0, by the way. That was a good play from Campbell to knock that ball down, though. We'll take that every day, I think. I don't get the call either. Who do I think will win? I genuinely don't know. This pitcher's been unbelievably sure. That's not a strike. Oh my god. This might be a long night, chat. This might be a long night. You know what the problem is? We come in here, we're all negative. Rightfully, I think we're all negative. What's up, Steven? Yeah, that was crazy. That should have been a strike every day. Core versus ump fist fight. I would love to see that. That'd be sick if you could just drop gloves with the umpire. He's currently playing in Worcester, William. Yeah, he did. Thank you. Clip? I suspended Clip last week. Balloon sword fighting? No. I want an umpire to be able to come out and just absolutely crush. Please stop the bleeding. What's up, Paul? Sorry to hear that, Steven. Lost my dog recently, too. It sucks. All right, Marcus Simeon. Mark, honestly, not a terrible idea. Enjoy the golf, my friend. All right. Yeah, Peter, let me ask you. Dog, Mike. Dog. Let me ask you, if you're a team in Major League Baseball, would you take let me ask you this, Peter. If let's say Trevor Story was on the Seattle Mariners, would you take Trevor Story on a trade? You would take Trevor Story in a trade. What would you give him, Carl? What team are the Red Sox completely destroying in a fight? Dude, the Rangers aren't exactly the most intimidating team size-wise. I think I'd give the Sox the edge against the Rangers. Mariners, I think they could beat up the Mariners. Baltimore, although Tyler O'Neill 1v1 on Jarren Duran would be kind of sweet. They could take the Rays for sure. The White Sox, they could take the White Sox, yeah. How would I fix first base? I think the best answers. Rafael Devers. I think it's the best answer, but I don't know what's gonna happen. The Angels or the Marlins. I don't know, dude. Mike Trout might be injured. I'd be terrified to get into a fight with Mike Trout. Yeah, I kind of forgot about Big Dumper. That would be a problem. And they got Rowdy Tellez too, don't they? Why would a rebuilding team, Peter, take on Trevor Story's contract? I feel like people remember all the good with Dom Smith and then kind of forget he was a well below average player. I know, friends, and I get that. I do. I understand it. My thought process with Rafael Devers going over to first base is the idea that it opens up the DH spot, and it's much easier to get a first baseman or a DH that makes a legitimate impact than it is to get a first base that makes a legitimate impact. If you move Rafael Devers to first base, hey, a guy like Anthony or Meyer, those are guys you can way easier fit on the roster with the DH spot open. Seems like a good guy. Yeah. I mean, I don't know when his opt-outs are. That's the problem. I'm gonna rip 10 wins off. Yeah, that'd be fantastic, huh? Yeah, I don't know what Dom Smith's contract looks like. It's going to have to be something. There we go. All right, a little bit of luck there. We're on base. Whoop, whoop. To revive the Fight Club mentality. Imagine Joe Kelly signs a one-day contract, gets into an absolute brawl, and then why not move Anthony first? The same conversation, friends. How are we going to make that argument for Rafi and not Roman Anthony? And on top of that, at least Rafael Devers has played on the infield. Roman Anthony's never played infield. You want him up here now. The only way you're going to do that is to put him in the outfield. Do we not remember Kyle Schwarber or Franchi Cordero? Like you sit there and you say, oh, Kyle Schwarber started 2 playoff games. There was literally a video of Kyle Schwarber celebrating making a play at first base. That's how bad he was at first base because he never played there before. There's a reason he'd never played there since. Rizzo, Christopher, you giving Rizzo 15 mil? I don't think so. Bryce Harper did it. Bryce Harper did it over the offseason. Bryce Harper did it for months before he started playing first base. Right? He was what? Rehabbing from Tommy John? Was it Tommy John or was it the brace thing? Doesn't matter, right? He was training to come back as a first baseman. Months. No, you wouldn't, CH. You'd be crushing him for his defense right now. Brent, we don't know that Rafael Devers isn't pushing to be first base. Rafael Devers could walk in there. I don't understand how people are like, oh, listen to the manager when it's third base to DH. But when it's DH to first base, people are like, well, Rafi needs to take the lead here. Rafi spent the entire spring training saying, hey, I want to play third base. Has he played a single game at third base? Him wanting to do something means nothing. For Harper? Yeah, there we go. I'm in for that. Let's do it. Way better hitter than Casas. He cannot play defense. You'd be killing him for his defense. At first base? No. No, you don't. Wong needs a hit here so bad. Wong needs a dong so bad. Does Wong have a home run this year? I don't think he does. We need a Wong dong. Man, they're just sort of like missing these pitches early on. Christopher. The reason Anthony Rizzo has not been signed yet is because this offseason he said, unless I paid what I'm worth, I'm not going to play next year. What he believes he is worth is that $20 million he made from the Yankees last season. You don't believe they didn't ask Rafi? Both sides want to save face. Appreciate that, Austin. Thank you. I firmly believe Alex Cora did not ask Rafael Devers. I firmly believe that. In terms of that we could trade for Peter, not really, right? The other thing, too, is you sit there and you say, oh, we'll just trade for someone. If you're a team in Major League Baseball and you're sitting there and you're saying, right? The Red Sox are coming to me wanting, I don't know, name Brandon Lau, right? If you're the Nationals, they want this guy. Well, normally he'd be worth this, but to the Red Sox, because they need a first baseman, he's going to be worth this, right? And all of a sudden the Red Sox are paying out their ears for a guy that you don't really need. Wong did get out, yeah. He popped out to, what was that, shortstop? Could be infectious. Yeah, but even Brent, even if I think it's a good idea and Rafi thinks it's a good idea, neither of us control anything. When I try to get Turner back for this season, no, the Cubs are doing really well. Breslow just came for the Cubs. Then no, that would cost way too much. You know what I mean? That would just simply cost way too much for it to be worth it, I think. Come on, Cedon. It would be objectively funny. I think he got outrighted down to AAA clip. Arenado could absolutely play first. Again, if you're the Cardinals though, you sit there and why would you give the Red Sox anything for Arenado? Right? You could have gotten him for incredibly cheap this year. Run. Okay. Still on the table? I don't know if it's on the table, man. I really don't know. I mean, yeah, probably getting traded maybe, but because you need two catchers in the league now, friends. You're not going to get by with just one catcher in Major League Baseball anymore. You're just not. No, Bloom's not really running anything over there, CH. So even if you think that, it's not like he has no. I mean, he probably has some input, but he's definitely not. Yeah, that's a way overpay for what Nolan Arenado is right now. You don't give up Fitz or Dobbins for anything. You already gave up Priest, so you can't keep dipping into that depth pool. You just can't do it. What up, Santiago? Tanner's looking pretty good. Offense, meh. They're striking out a ton, which is great. They just haven't been making a lot of loud contact. Like last night, at least they were making loud contact. Tonight, no. Chris Paul looks pretty good in AAA, actually. You get a bad outing his last outing, but well, that's good for us, I suppose. Yeah, exactly, Carl. Well, Fitz be back. He's throwing his second bullpen this week. That is an insane overpay, Damian. On to inning number 3. Inning number 3 we go. Whatever happened to Zach Penrod? He got injured, remember, at the beginning of the season. I haven't heard much about him since, actually. I don't know what happened to him. I have no idea. He's probably still rehabbing. French, you want to call you want to call Nathan Hickey up to play first and put Connor Wong at first? I don't understand. Yeah. What's driving me really crazy about the Red Sox right now is that Luis Guerrero's in AAA. I don't understand that. Yoshida's been playing at all, Santiago. Yeah, he's getting closer, Carl. He just threw a live bullpen. He's got at least another one. He's got at least another bullpen before they even consider anything else. But that's a great sign, right? Facing live hitters again is fantastic. What is this commercial? Hickey a backup catcher? No. Hickey's not a great defensive catcher. He doesn't give you enough bat to warrant the bad defense behind the dish. At least Wong looks better defensively this year. Man. I'm going to clean my microphone tonight, chat. It's disgusting right now. You know what my cats do? They jump up on the table and they just rub their faces on this microphone. About Sable. Sable is not good defensively either. Not good defensively. Actually, terrible defensively. Me the good luck cats. They're both sleeping right now. They've been fighting today, and they're both sleeping right now. So maybe later, but right now, let them sleep. I need something to fidget with. Who are these players, CH? Yeah. It's like, again, you sit there and you say, okay, so, how do you fix the Red Sox offense? Well, it's just simply you need to get Duran, Devers, Bregman, Story, Willier, and Campbell on the same page. And then Romy needs to just continue to do what he's doing. And once you get those guys up to par, or at least functioning all at the same time, the offense looks way, way better. You could get by with a guy like Wong and Navarez. That makes sense, CH. Boys need a West Coast road trip. I don't know what they need. They need a visit from a witch doctor or something. I don't know. Priest. A minister. Get foul. Thank God. That went out? How are they hitting these balls out? That baseball was quite literally 4 inches inside. Where did that even go? Oh, that's cool, CH. That doesn't even look like it hit the foul pole. Am I missing something here? This game's already making me angry. Dude, they're getting no. In all fairness, Tyler Mahle, who's been very mediocre his entire career, has been insane this year. He only has like 2 starts where he's given up a run. Hit the pole and went left. I didn't even see that. Friends. I understand the first part. You don't need to keep putting that in the chat. Yasmani Grandal's backup catcher? Yeah, maybe. I honestly, I'd use Yasmani at first before I'd use Wong. Yeah, it would be Jack. I'm watching a movie enough of this, hopefully, that when I check the score at 9 p.m. Okay, Christopher. Have a good night. It's inevitable. Yeah, that was crazy. That was a crazy home run. Not playing their best players is why this team deserves what they're getting. I hate that. I hate when people say this team deserves to be bad. Because if we're being honest, right, this team's too talented to be bad, yet they are bad. That hit him. Every inning right now is just absolutely miserable to watch. Yeah, Tanner Houck really isn't pitching that terribly. You're right. Yeah, it continues to be friends. I have no words. Houck's already at 70 pitches in the 4th. He may get to the 6th. If you get through the 6th, I think you're in a good shape, but oh, that's pretty cool, CH. Came back down 2-0. Yeah, Dolis hit a home run. Yeah, I think 6 is best case scenario right now, Connor. I don't know that he gets through 6. At least get us into the 6, you know? Spark they could use. I don't know, dude. I don't know what the spark is. I have no idea. Definitely Andrew Bailey, I think. Bayo's pitching tomorrow, I believe. Right? Crochet, Giolito, Houck, Walker. No, Walker's out. Yeah, Crochet, Giolito, Houck, Bayo, Dobbins. Because Dobbins pitched. What did he pitch? The finale of the Twin Series? Houck statistically looks fine tonight, but it feels like every inning is like a stressful situation for him. He had 1-1-2-3 inning in the first, and then it felt like every inning after that. It's been stressful. Let's just get a one-pitch ground ball here to Wyatt Langford would be fantastic. Yeah, Bayo in day games. I mean, at some point, right, you can't avoid it all year. He's got to pitch, but I mean, he's sitting 96. Like, how, I don't know, how doesn't seem too terrible tonight. I just, yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, it's not the one thing the Red Sox need. The Red Sox need yeah, they need runs right now, that's for sure. They need a more stable bullpen, they need better defense. Why is this fully zeroed out here? Oh, is this just ahead of this one, maybe? Oh, no. We lost her. There we go. All right. Get out of that with one run. We'll take that every day. Doesn't have a fastball. That actually works out pretty well for me in MLB Show. You want to bring Dahlbeck back? I don't know, dude. At least Dahlbeck would give you some. Dahlbeck would give you some decent defense at first, but let's take a look at what he did. I mean, you got DFA'd on the second worst team in Major League Baseball right now. He was batting .222 with a .333 on base percentage, .278 slug. He had 1 RBI, 4 hits, one of them being a double in 7 games. I don't know. What's up, Sonny? Have Penrod in my rotation at the moment. Nice. Yeah, it sucks, Glenn. Brian Dahlbeck? I don't even know who that is. Yeah, game's not over for sure. A lot of game left. You just sit here and it's like oh my God, please. Was my favorite closer since 18. Kenley was pretty good, dude. Kenley was pretty good. Let's see a first pitch Rafi Tank, huh? How about that? One time. What was I just about to look up? I don't remember. Oh. I did want to take a look. I don't know if it's been the offense. I mean, the offense hasn't been ridiculously cold. The offense has been unable to score in big situations. That's been the problem. Well, you look at the last. Where are we? Well, you look at the last couple of games, right? It's like, okay, you only scored one run last night, but you scored 4 runs the night before, 3 runs the night before that, 6 the night before that. 2, and then 6, 10, 13. It's more so just an issue of not being able to finish off games. Oh, I thought that was gonna be a fun little base hit. There are games where watching a pitcher is like watching a guy carrying a piano across a tightrope, and this is one of them. Yeah, that's a good one. Dude, I could never pronounce this guy's name. Doug Minkiewicz or Mo Vaughn to play first. Man, I bet Mo Vaughn can still pick a little bit over there. Let's get that guy back. He still looks like he's in fairly good shape. Yeah, I always struggle with it because you see it written. You see it written. That hit him. Put him on first. Fine. Kevin Yougelis. He honestly looked like he could still pick it too. I wonder what happened between him and Nesson. A lot of ground balls tonight. Are they still? They're still getting no hit, right? The Red Sox are getting no hit right now. Bregman saw him once. I mean, this guy's throwing 89 miles an hour. Now, the thing is, again, he's been really, really good this year. He's been really, really good at putting balls on the ground. So, I mean, it's not just the Red Sox who are struggling against this guy, but... But 3 new Red Sox ones is a bomb. I really like the New Jerseys. I do. Why do I keep losing these pages? What is happening here? What is happening here? There we go. Bregman's hitting 966. That's crazy. Sea Connects are cool, but I think they're overused. Please get out. Please get out. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Alex. Let's go. The Red Sox are back in this thing, baby. Give it to me. Alex Bregman. Huge. Huge. We're alive, folks. We're alive. He has risen. What up, AJ? Guy's been an absolute unit, dude. He's just disgusting. Like, that was an absolute shot. 200th career home run. Woo whoop. Playing Emily's show right now? Nice, Liam. That is a perfect way to break up a no-hitter. Now that he's rattled, get to him, Campbell. Yeah, they look better in person, friends, I think. Or at least, like, not in person, but, like, on the... You know what I mean? Just tweeting out the home run chat. That's cool, CH. All right. Come on, Christian. Dude, I feel like the four spot feels like a cursed spot for the Red Sox right now. Campbell gets there. He's been struggling a bit in that four spot. Willier was struggling in that four spot. Casas obviously was struggling in that four spot for a while. It's like no one could figure out how to hit fourth for the Red Sox. It's crazy. Oh, I remember, Kevin. The Lord and Savior. At this point, yeah. Yeah. Can Devers still hit a fastball? Devers has been hitting fastball, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Connor. Right? Like, everyone's been struggling so hard. Willier, get out. Get out. Yeah! All right. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a ball game. Willier Abreu hits one over the bullpen. Oh. Let's get it up. One time. I just want it to work right. I want it to work right one time. Is he going? There it is. Willier Abreu. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a tie baseball game. We're not dead yet. Let's go, Willier. Again, folks, we tweeted it out. You're at the game right now, baseball? Let's go. Had to come by and celebrate? Gotta celebrate. Let's go. You breathe a little bit. They returned too much? So you got to straighten it out this time. Now we remember. I hope so. I mean, the media was rightfully negative. Story so due for one. How many home runs does Story have this year? Like one or two? He's due. Yeah, it was the first two. It's the first two home runs. First two home runs given up by Tyler Mahle the entire year. Hello, Eric. Little blooper. But hey. Sox are on the board. Sox, ladies and gentlemen, the Red Sox have hit 2 home runs in the same inning. When was the last time they did that? Now we need Tanner Houck. Nice clean 1, 2, 3 would be fantastic. Story is 5. Rafi's gonna sock a 3-run homer later. Give me a Rafi grand slam. How about that? Celtics are down 1. This is the second game of the series. What's the score of the Celtics game, by the way? Last year, Cutter didn't give up his first home run to his 4-star. Yeah, look what happened. What's more likely, another 2 Sox home runs next inning, or David Ortiz to be the next Pope? I'm gonna go Pope. Yeah, no, I don't doubt it, CH. That's why I'm saying let's just get a Rafael Devers grand slam. Who's up next? That was Story was 6, so 7, 8, 9. Yeah, perfectly lines up for a grand slam. Perfectly lines up for a grand slam. 49-36 Celtics. Hopefully they keep the lead this time. That'd be fantastic, huh? When was the last Red Sox? I'm Siri. Hey Siri. When was the last Red Sox grand slam? No way, right? No. No. There's no way the Red Sox haven't hit a grand slam since 2021. That has to be impossible. That just hit Tanner Houck in the back. Is he all right? Is he all right? Just hit him on the butt. Pitchers don't need their butts. They're chilling. They're chilling. Thought it was his glove. It looked like his butt. All right, let me try this again. When was the last time the Red Sox hit a grand slam during the regular season? Yeah, fine. ChatGPT. This is kind of nice because now we can get our answers together. Oh, Tristan Casas? No. ChatGPT. They haven't hit a grand slam this year. Yeah, Eric, I'm kind of starting to make a living off of it. Pretty crazy, right? Pretty crazy, isn't it? Come on, Houck. Come on, Houck. Come on, Houck. They're already getting Justin Wilson warming up. Don't love that. What's he at right now? He's at barely 80 pitches, maybe? Exactly 80 pitches. Look at me. $81. You must be a pitch ahead of me, sir. Customers must be gullible. I don't know, Eric. You've been here for a pretty long period of time now. I think that puts you into the gullible category, if we're being honest. Let him pitch 130 again. Yeah, that's a great idea. That would have kind of been worst case scenario there. Jock Peterson bunted that guy over to second. Man, these allergies are driving me crazy. Every year, every spring and fall, I lose my entire sense of smell. Like it's every year. I don't know how to prevent it. Allergy medication does nothing. Thought I knew someone. I thought I saw someone I knew back there. I don't. All right, come on, Tanner. Give me a ground ball, please. I feel like we haven't seen a lot of. I don't even know what hay fever is. If I'm being honest, I have no idea what hay fever is. Not a big medical guy. My brother's a nurse, but outside of that, not a big medical guy. Do not lose him, Tanner. Come on, brother. Yeah, he was towards the top of the league in ground balls. I don't know. I'm sure they have. I'm sure he has gotten a lot of ground balls, but it just doesn't feel like it this game. I don't know. Maybe I'm dumb. Jock Peterson is his own logo. Uh, they get 2 replays a game, right? It's just one. Got a baby story. Good grab there. But that's our last in. What is the difference between how is not every out a productive out? That doesn't make sense to me. All right, Shane. Have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping by. Per usual. Like what to me isn't every as close as you can get to getting back into the dugout to score runs. How I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. Well, okay. The tie was fun while it lasted. The tie was fun while it lasted. What are the categories that they last in, Joel? Oh, I thought you meant defensively, Mighty, because we were on defense. Errors. They are last in errors. Are they still last in errors? They must be. What's up, Kevin? Sure is 200. To win this, let's do it. That'd be fun. You know what they need to do? They need to start getting some runners on base. I tried to watch the game, but thanks for FO76. But thanks for FO76. Oh. How can you find his A game? His A game was there last outing. This outing, yeah, not so much. 3 runs in 5 innings. Less. 3 runs in 4 1/3 innings. Is that right? There's 1 out. Yeah, no. There's 2 outs. So 4 2/3 innings, 3 runs. How many strikeouts? Probably only like 2 or 3, I think. 2, I think. Off the top of my head, I think it's 2. All right, let's get a hold here, Wilson. Boy, was that a dangerous first pitch. I wonder why they're sort of limiting like they're kind of giving Crochet a long leash, they're giving Bayo a long leash. They've sort of reeled him in. They sort of reeled him in to 89 pitches. I wonder why. Maybe Cora and the team there figured out that he gets work, but he gets better as the game goes on. So I don't know, or at least this season he's gotten better as the game goes on, I should say. Where do I stand on Cora? I like Cora. My issue with people who want Cora fired is then what do you do? Right? Like Jason Varitek isn't going to come in here and they're going to start winning 100 games. Appreciate it, Kevin. Hitting coach is a problem? I don't know. I don't know if they I don't know. The problem is there just isn't a there isn't one solution. That's the problem. Yeah, he's been playing first base for the last couple of days, Carl. Bailey, you want to put Andrew Bailey in there? Then who's your pitching coach? No, see this is my problem is that any real solution with the coaching staff you have doesn't actually fix the problems on the field, right? It just shakes things up. It's like when the Bruins fired their head coach this year. It's like, what did that do? It was essentially just a sacrificial lamb. Right? All it does is stop the pitchforks and torches for like 2 seconds. So you sit there and it's like, oh, so you fire the manager. Okay, great. How is that going to turn the offense into the powerhouse it should be? How is that going to bring consistency to the rotation? What is that going to do for the defense? Right? That's my problem with all these conversations with, oh, it's just this one solution. It's not, right? If it was one solution, it would have been done already. I promise you that. If Alex Cora was truly the difference between the Red Sox being a competitive, legitimate team and the Red Sox stinking it up like they are right now, there's absolutely no way the Red Sox would be holding on to Alex Cora. Instead, they're holding on to Alex Cora, and there's a multitude of issues. So how do you fix those? I think it'd be so dumb to just be like, hey, yeah, the team isn't working. Fire Cora. Like there's no that's not gonna find a solution. To be honest with you, the only thing the manager does is what? Control the personalities and then the bullpen. That's kind of it, right? He doesn't really set the roster. He just works with what he has. The only thing he does is maintain personalities, set a lineup, and tell you who's coming out of the bullpen. That's it. Like, it drives me crazy. 9 times out of 10, it's not the coach. The coach is just a sacrificial lamb in any sport, if we're being honest. And I'll tell you what, 10 times out of 10, the reason a team is doing poorly is either roster construction or it's the players not living up to expectations. And I don't know that it's roster construction this year. I think it's more so players not living up to expectations. And again, it's only May, right? So as long as they sit there and are 2 games back of the division through, even if they're middling for 2 games, you know what I mean? Like if they're a average 500 team, but are only 2 games back of first place, all they need to do is get hot for a month and then maintain that 500 record. And all of a sudden you're either winning the division or you're in a playoff spot. That's the end of the conversation here, right? So yeah, but again, Peter, if you fire Pete Fatsi tomorrow and you hire somebody else or you promote Dylan Lawson or whatever you want to do, you're telling me that one move is going to totally change the outlook of the entirety of this offense overnight? No, right? You sit there, right? And it's like, oh, it's Core's fault. I don't know, dude. In all fairness, Damien, yes, but also like saying, oh, we're playing teams under 500 in the first month of the season to me is a little bit of a ridiculous. Like they've only played teams that are under 500. It's like, well, yeah, but also like most of the AL for some reason is under 500 right now. The character of the manager is the result of the product on the field. What, Joel? That a baby say, Don, we're on base. Chance, like, but my point is like, okay, great. So let's bring it to Boston, right? The Bruins had a miserable season. They fire the coach to get rid of coaches and get a new voice in there, and they stayed miserable. The Angels have done it like 12 times. They fired coaches like every other season at this point, and they've stayed miserable. At the end of the day, what it comes down to is roster construction and talent on the field. Aaron, I need to see very legitimate. Okay, Chance, then explain the Angels. Because the Angels had Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani, two of the greatest baseball players in the history of the world, and couldn't and were terrible throughout like 3 or 4 different managers. Aaron, I need to see legitimate evidence that Alex Cora is negatively impacting these games. That's what I need. And right now, there's none. Oh, but his record. Okay, but also 2020, well, he wasn't with the team 2020. 21, he comes back immediately. We're in the postseason, right? And then 22, 23, you're essentially full rebuild. 24, you are legitimately full rebuild. But are you not saying this team has no talent? No, I'm saying this team is very talented. They should be playing better. There's some questionable bullpen and pitching decisions so far. Like I sit here and you're telling me that the only reason the Red Sox are bad this year is because Alex Cora what? Didn't pull a pitcher when he should have? I mean, what are we doing, right? There's been like 2 or 3 instances here where you sit there and you say, "Wow, this probably should have been done." But even then, like there's legitimate explanations as to why it didn't get done. Come on, Rafi. Right. At the end of the day, Alex Cora can only do so much. You know what I mean? Like, if we're talking about legitimate impact, Alex Cora's not swinging a bat. He's not fielding a baseball. They're not playing winning baseball. Yes, Joel, that's good observation. Thank you. Yeah, of course they're not playing winning baseball. We all know that. But firing Alex Cora is going to make you a winning baseball team? That's a ludicrous statement. Who's the voice in the clubhouse? Alex Bregman. So if they have the talent, why are they not winning? That's what we're all trying to answer, isn't it? Like, Isn't that the entire conversation we've been having? It's not one thing. It's not, oh, it's Alex Cora. Oh, it's the pitching. Oh, it's the defense. Oh, it's the bullpen. It's the coaches. It's just not. Right now, these players are not playing up to the degree that they need to. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Kevin. No message attached, but we appreciate it anyways. Can we hit some likes on that message? I appreciate you, Kevin. That means a lot. Then it's the manager. What is Alex Cora doing that is preventing them from winning, Joel? Give me one example as to how Alex Cora has them below 500. One. And don't give me, oh, in the 5th game of the season, he left Justin Slayton in for too long. That's one game. Come on, Scoops. I don't know, Ant. I don't know why he's not up here. Okay, got out of play. Is to get skilled players playing winning baseball. He's not accomplishing that. That's not an answer. That's not an answer. That's not an example of why he's negatively impacting this team. It's not. Rafi gets out. Come on. Oh my God, he crushed it too. See, this is what's going on right now. Let me ask you a question, Joel. The Red Sox have had some of the worst luck on hard hit balls in Major League Baseball. That's not me just saying that because I'm a Red Sox fan. That is a legitimate statistic. Of barreled baseballs, they have been the most unlucky team when it comes to whether or not they're hits or not. What is Alex Cora doing that impacts that negatively? He's the manager. Joel. Is he the manager? Because we've firmly established that fact. I don't think that needed clarification. What I need clarification on, Joel, is legitimately why in game, every single game that they've lost this year, how has Alex Cora forced that loss upon them? Because that's what you're talking about, right? You're saying he's preventing them from winning. Excuses are the reason that Alex Cora is a bad... Oh my God, dude. That doesn't even make any sense, Joel. You're not making any sense. You're just spitting out words. What would the record have to be for you to want Cora gone? I don't even know that it's a record thing. Like, if I'm being honest with you, I don't know if it's a record thing. His character, that isn't an argument. That isn't an argument. You're just saying his character is the reason the Red Sox have a negative record right now. Genuinely look yourself in the mirror and realize that you were saying that because... What do you mean his character? There's not even an explanation to that. You just said line drives. Joel, my man, I can't argue with you. You are making quite literally not an ounce of sense. Chance, I don't know what the record would have to be, man. I don't know. I think you end this season with like 70 wins, then we have a conversation. Seems like the team isn't ready to play. And that's all on the manager. Every single game the Red Sox aren't prepared to play, it's on the manager. Okay. I sit here and at what point are we going to hold players accountable for anything? Like I never understood this. Like who has a bigger impact on a game-to-game basis? The manager or a guy like Rafael Devers or a guy like Alex Bregman? That's an excuse. Blaming the players for not playing well is an excuse. If we're being honest, if we're talking about excuses, blaming a manager when 26-year guys can't get the job done is an incredibly lazy excuse. It is. When it's consistently bad for years, I say the manager plays a role. Also, when your manager keeps a guy like Yoshida off the team, I think that harms the team. Alex Cora has no say in whether or not a guy like Masataka Yoshida is on the 26-man roster. So this is the other thing. People need to understand. Craig Breslow, the front office, they control who is on the 26-man roster and who's on the 40-man roster. The only thing the manager does is he controls the lineup, he controls who comes out of the bullpen, and he controls who's starting and who's sitting. That's it. Alex Cora has no control over the 26 or 40-man rotation. So you saying he keeps a guy like Yoshida off this team is absolutely absurd. And just uneducated. I'm sorry, Aaron. I don't mean to run at you, but this is like the third time I've seen that. It has absolutely nothing to do. Court has nothing to do with whether or not Yoshida's on this team. Nothing. Oh, but you could say something. That's a ridiculous argument, though. You are very wrong. You make no sense. That's an oversimplification. At the end of the day, Aaron, right? This is what you're kind of talking about here. This is what you're kind of talking about here, right? My direct boss ahead of me may ask for my opinion on some of the projects he's working on, but at the end of the day, it's up to him and him alone as to whether or not we go forward on it, right? Where would we put him? Nothing else from the manager? No, the manager does not, at the end of the day, control who's on the 26-man roster. Do you think Breslow would have signed Bregman if Corbin pushed for it? Yes, because his boss was pushing for it. The owners of the team were pushing Breslow to do it. And there it is again, right? I put Roman Anthony in left field, but he does have some say. That's fine. You think he's sitting there saying, don't put Masataka Yoshida on this team? That's ridiculous. Ugh, my Nesson stopped working. Duran would go to center. It's a great way to put it. He's a shift supervisor. Would have pushed to sign Bregman if Cora didn't push for it? I don't know. I'm not John Henry. I have no idea. How am I supposed to tell you whether or not they would? Right, no, I'd put Rafael on the bench. I'd make him either platoon with Willier or maybe platoon with Roman. That's what I would do. There's Joel with his incredibly insight. What's up with Yoshida? He's still having issues with his throwing shoulder. He can't really throw right now. Hey, thanks for being here for 1 year, Elizabeth. Thank you. I think technically on the roster, everything goes to the manager. For the love of God, Joel. I mean, dude, how long have you been watching baseball? Yeah, it's driving me crazy, Green. Drive me absolutely crazy. Any news on first base? Nah, nothing really. I don't know that a couple weeks in AAA really fixes that, Anderson. It's just sort of who he's been his entire career. When do you think Marcelo Meyer should get called up? That a baby Bregman. Get up. Yeah. All right, get on second. Thank God he dropped that baseball. Oh my God. Does Robbie have mod control? Yeah, Robbie has mod control. Rafael isn't up here for the bat. Oh, I totally agree. But again, we had this conversation earlier. Do I think nobody speaks during a game? Joel, I don't even know what your argument would be for this. I agree, Chance. He's up here because of his defense. His defense is fantastic. But my point is, at what point is it, or are you losing too much offense? Hey, come on, score. All right. First and third. Come on, Campbell. Much more than the fan base. Oh, yeah, I'd 100% agree with that. I'd 100% agree with that. That's why they gave him the contract, right? But again, my point is, you look at it and you say, is the defense that you are losing worth the offense that you're gaining? I don't know. Yeah, Bregman's been on fire this entire year, dude. This guy's been really good this year too. Honestly, the dream outfield is Anthony, Rafael, and Duran. Is it Duran? I don't know that it is Duran, dude. I would love it to be Duran, but my question with that chance is, Willier looked pretty good last year, right? Why? I mean, Willier hasn't been great this year either, although this is a bad day to say that. Put him at first base in winter ball. I'm not putting Roman Anthony at first base yet. There's no reason for him to be at first base. Oh yeah, I don't even know. Chance, I don't even know that that's a real like inarguable statement, to be honest with you. Anthony should be hitting more home runs in AAA. No, dude, he's on pace for like 40 home runs this year. If I had to play someone other than Rafi at first, who would I put there? Someone other than Rafi, I would go. I would go Christian Campbell. What's up, Ethan? Joel, I just think I genuinely what I think you're doing is you're angry the team isn't performing and you're going, well, it must be the manager. Like I think you need to actually have like a legitimate sit down conversation. Go Grissom. Yeah, I thought he meant on like the current roster. Grissom I think deserves a shot up here, at least for right now, just to at least like get him some opportunities at first base here. But he's also only played 7 games over there. I don't know. I would be. I don't know that I'd want Willie or Campbell there long term, but I wonder what first base with Campbell, second base with Meyer, and shortstop with Story would look like on the infield. Move Story to first? Yeah, no. No. I think Story to first would be a bad idea. I think that's just moving to moving. Like the only reason I say Campbell is because he's played a bunch of other positions before, right? Second base, shortstop, third base, left field, center field, right field. He's basically only not played first base in general. 2, he's a bigger body, right? He's taller than Story, a little bit wider, a little bit of a longer. Please be long enough. Oh, just get out. Yeah. All right. Slim Willie. Oh, he's out? No way. And they can't challenge it, right? Oh my God. He was so safe, dude. They can't challenge. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh my God. Oh, he's safe, dude. Oh. Durant at third, Alex at first. Yeah, that one. Yeah, see, if they lose this game now, it's Corey's fault. It must be. Have a good night, Ethan. Did I say Braves not having a good year? Yeah, I kind of meant a good last couple of days, last couple of weeks. I get the idea, Robbie. To me, I don't know that Story makes a ton of sense over at first. Why mess with it now? Because you already were using Christian Campbell as a bit of a utility man in the minor leagues, right? Like you again in the minor leagues, you had Christian Campbell playing shortstop, second base, third base, left field, right field, center field. The literal only position he was playing is first base. You don't like it when anyone doesn't follow you? What are you talking about, Joel? The entire I'm perfectly fine with people disagreeing with me. I've been doing this for 4 years. You don't think people have disagreed with me, Joel? I have a problem when people disagree with me and I come at them with legitimate arguments and their responses are, that's an excuse. I say, okay, give me one. You say, his character. That's just not an argument. That's why I think it's a ridiculous thing you're saying, Joel, is because you're not actually having a conversation about it. You're just sitting there pissing and moaning. They can't challenge Antonio. They already lost it. Consistency-wise this year? Yeah, but he's still in the infield. I don't know. I'm not saying Campbell's the right move. He just asked me if there was an option outside of Rafael Devers, who would I choose? I chose Christian Campbell. You know what I mean? Like if in a perfect world, it's not Christian Campbell. But I'm saying if they have to choose someone on the roster, sign Anthony Rizzo. If they could sign him for a reasonable contract, then they would. I don't think Anthony Rizzo is looking for a reasonable contract. Well, at least it was a bunt. No, Joel. I said the Red Sox had the most barreled baseballs that did not land for hits. $5 super chat from CH. If you're knocking sound from your toilet overnight, call the Ghostbusters. Could be the Yankees. Can we get likes on that message, please, from CH? I have no idea what that means, but it was funny either way. Yeah, I'd give Rizzo $4 million to see what he can do. Be kind of interesting. It's not an excuse. It's a legitimate conversation that we're having, Joel. That's a statistic. Not an excuse. That's a legitimate statistic. Did we just lose our second first baseman? Oh my God. This is the exact same way Casas did it too. Oh my God. What would even have gotten hurt there? No, he looks all right. Like, I genuinely don't know what would even have gotten hurt there. Does Romy not know how to run? Are we watching the same game, man? He looks okay. That's what I'm thinking, Robbie. So did they just lose that run? They did just lose that run. Sick. What do we think that is? Oh, yeah, he was out. He's playing first. I think you were right, Robbie. I think it was just a mean Charlie horse. If you look at, if you look at the replay, it really did look like it was like he just smacked into his hip. Yeah, I saw that. I saw it, man. I saw the chats about it. Yovera, wow, that's a pull. And he's coming out of the game. Uh-oh. Yeah, Chris Sale looks terrible this year. Also, by the way, guys, if you haven't checked it out yet, we did get new Red Seat merch today. Whole bunch of new stuff. It looks absolutely incredible. Ton of fun stuff in there. So the link just passed through the chat if you want to take a look at it. Yeah, Fnatic, I've seen it. I saw it. He's only played 7 games at first. He never knew where it was going, but... Well, now what do they do? Now what do they do? How is that out, by the way? Call up Roman? Ben, those two things aren't linked, dude. They're just not. Yeah, I appreciate that, Sonny. Thank you. Franchi Cordero. Yeah, bring that dude back. Is the Nightbot the link to the merch? Sure is, Boston. Now, see, that I agree with. Call up Roman just because. Yeah. I mean, what happened to the tie going to the runner? I feel like if it's a tie, it always ends up as an out. Dominic Smith's with the Yankees. Nico Cavadas. I'm pretty sure he hasn't worked out for the Angels, honestly. I know he looked good in his first little stint, but... Oops. Oh, he's only gotten one game in this year. See, how did he look last year? Yeah, he was not good last year. Mydrot seems to be doing well. I mean, it's kind of a good situation for him because even if he's like mediocre, he's still gonna look good, you know. Like yeah, like right now he's got a 627 OPS with a 85 OPS plus, but walked more times than he struck out. 245 batting average. That was good. Can Marcelo play first? That one to me is more realistic than Anthony playing first, but even then, I don't know that I wouldn't put Marcel at first. No. Mydroth had a rough moment last night. What's up, Eric? Still plenty of game left. Yeah, AAA game's on right now. What's up, Max? Would be something to see. That would be kind of fun, actually. Story or Meyer trying first makes some sense to me. Had a ball hit him in the head. Oh, I did see that, actually. I didn't realize that was Chase. Man, rip. All right, Chad, I got to take some Tums. Give me a second. I was going to mute for this, but you know what? You guys can deal. No, I haven't been watching this Celtics game. How you doing? They had one in the first inning, Jack. I'm not chewing gum, I swear. That'd be kind of mean to me. Where is Pablo Reyes? He's with the Yankees, actually. Oh, baby Wong. Okay. All right. Yeah, didn't he fight someone the other day? Yeah, yikes. He's a 158 batting average. Okay, Joel. 76, 63. All right. So they're still looking okay. Kyle Teel would have been a great first base option. He'd never played first base, had he? That a baby say Don. Okay. Okay. Joel, I did nothing but say okay, my friend. Whatever you think, brother. There's the new merch link, by the way. If you guys want to check out the page, some really cool stuff on there. Corbin at first base, put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. Yeah, Montgomery, dude. How's he doing, by the way? Now 81-68. Let's go. C's, baby. Braden. Is it Brandon? It's Braden, right? Braden Montgomery. I probably spelled Braden wrong, I think. Braden Montgomery. There he is. See how he's doing. Oh, he's already in high A. That's good. Oh, this dude's insane. He's having an incredible... Between both leagues right now, he's hitting .319 with a .412 on base percentage and a .564 slug for a .976 OPS. He has 5 home runs in 25 games. Oh my God, dude. Montgomery's going to be an absolute animal. Yeah, the long sleeve T-shirts ended up having to be delayed a little bit, but you can get a tan regular T-shirt and you can get a tan sweatshirt. So there's some options there too. Who is Montgomery with? He's with the White Sox. I really got a peach at, so I'll be back in a second. Hey, guys, Money Grandal double. Maybe we'll see him up. Yeah, Elmer looks really good too. That's another one, but I'll take Narvaez right now. Corbin washes his hands. What are we doing? I appreciate that, Kyle. Yeah, man, I really love the designs. All right, Mighty Boston. Let me know what they say. Who's doing damage on the Sox tonight? Willier and Alex Bregman. But Rafi's about to do damage right here. This is where he's about to do damage. Watch and learn. Who's the pitcher, by the way? Something Garcia? Richard Garcia? Definitely going to be 26-3 Rangers final. Robert Garcia? Okay. Hey, who was that pitcher the Red Sox got at the deadline last year? Lucas Sims and Luis Garcia. Either of those guys get signed? All right. A little bit of a productive out there, Rafi. Not exactly what we were looking for, but Luis Garcia's with the Dodgers? Wow. I did not know that. What are those sunglasses on that guy? What are we doing? Those are like construction goggles. Sims with the Nats? Well, you know. Yeah. Bregman won't do anything here. Lucas Simpson, a 12.34 ERA. Oh my God. I kind of wanted that dude back at the end of the season. All right, come on, Breggy. Come on, baby. Yeah, you have been doing that consistently ever since, CH. Would I ever be able to do a live cast from Fenway? I'd have to get permission from the team, I think. I don't know that I could just show the game on my phone, you know? Know what I mean? Come on, Alex. Yeah. Dude, Alex Bregman is the entire Red Sox right now. Let's go. Could I do it if you only showed a seat perspective? Yeah, I probably could, actually. That's a good point. I probably could do that. I think I would need like my own private seat. I don't know. Let's go. That wasn't worth a light show, but absolutely fantastic. 5-3 Red Sox. This guy, it's all he does. He just goes out there and he goes out there. We do have a collaboration with Robbie, actually. On his Monster Territory, we've got a video out there. We're doing a live stream here and there with Robbie. I've been trying to get him on this one, but our dates haven't lined up because he does something Wednesday night, I think. The Rangers think they're better than us for being 500, huh? Well, how about them apples? Now we need a clean inning. Man, I just think Joel just doesn't like to have fun at this point. Bregman over 1,000 OPS. What does he have? 4 RBIs tonight? 3 RBIs tonight? I've been to a game yet? Yeah, I went to 2 the first week of the season. I haven't been back since, actually. I should go. I don't know why. We've been super busy. Me and my fiance have been super busy these last couple of weekends. Like wait, is Bregman Bregman 1 hit away from the cycle? He is, right? Sorry, Big Taco. Yeah. All right, Boston Sports. Hey, man, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. What was I saying? Yeah, I've just been busy. This weekend I had AC/DC. We had a bunch of family stuff to take care of. Next weekend's Mother's Day. And although my mom would love to go to Red Sox game for Mother's Day, I think they're away. It would be a triple, though. I know. I love one of my favorite things about the chat, and I love you guys so much, but like there's just like some of my favorite things is like we'll be having a conversation. CH, you are fantastic at doing this, by the way. But like it'll just come in like we're talking about the Sox game, we're fired up about that inning, talking about how good Bregman is, and then it breaks my heart to know that if Takayuma Sato was real, he'd end up being the Dodgers' third baseman, a 300-plus contact hitter with a little power and a ton of speed and a great glove. It's sad. Like, it's just like... It's like if we were all in a room together, like... You ever pictured us, like, in a room together? Like, sometimes I picture, like, what would it look like if... I don't know, there's probably, like, 60 people in here right now, but if there were, like, 60 people all in a room together just yelling at each other watching the game, and then some guys in the back like, if this player was real... We just saw AC/DC in Detroit last week. I gotta tell you, man, for being 70 years old, like, yeah, it wasn't the greatest... All right, hey, 1 out. That was a big out. That was a big out. But anyways, yeah. What was I talking about? Oh, AC/DC. Yeah, man. Dude, for them being 70 years old, that was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Specifically, Angus Young was fantastic. When chat zags, Corbin zigs. Yeah, true. Favorite channel on YouTube? I appreciate you, CH. Thanks, man. What's my favorite channel on YouTube? Yeah, dude, they really did, Eric. It was crazy. It was so good. And they just kept going, too. I was really impressed. Yeah, they did. I kind of like that they turned Brian Johnson down a little bit, and they turned Angus Young up a lot of bit, and that made it a lot better. But, man, fantastic. One of the best concerts I've ever been to. Take a shot. We will die, CH. Hey, my favorite YouTube channel, I watch Tim the Tatman a lot. Tim the Tatman is the absolute, in my opinion, GOAT video game creator of all time. Why did I say of all time after saying GOAT? What am I, 90? Sort of other ones I watch a lot. Good Mythical Morning, obviously. Beard Meets Food. I love that channel. Any vlog channels? I'm not a huge vlog guy. That's why I don't love doing vlogs either. I'm not a huge vlog guy. We got a banger for y'all today, baby. Celtics are not blowing the lead, right? The Royalty Family? Yes. You're like, I've never heard of them. That a baby Wizard. Dude, Wizard had one bad game this year. He's been really, really good. 86, 81 Celtics. Zoinks. First We Feast. Yes, absolutely. I love First We Feast. Mediocrity is not an option. Someone tell me what channel the Celtics are on. ASAP. TNT. That might be a problem. I was hoping, well, I could try it. We'll give it a shot here. Xfinity. HBO. Oh, it's on Max? It's on HBO Max? Is that, can we get a confirmation on that before I just disrupt everything here? I don't know that I have Max on my phone, though. No, I don't. Rip. All right, I'm gonna try and pull it up here. It's on Max. Oh no. Oh no. I can't get in. I can't get in. Oh wait, I have an idea. Corbin, get it together. Professional streamer out here. Monday. Nesson. No. That's not what you think it is. YouTube copyright. That's not what you think it is. Yeah, I don't know what you get. No one snitch. No one snitch here. Y'all didn't hear anything, right? Right, chat? Type 1 if you heard nothing. Joel, you're not allowed to answer that. Chat, are the Celtics cooked? I have too many screens going. I need to figure out the best way to watch all of them at the same time. Bro, video game. I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing happened, right? Nothing happened. It's like I'm watching tennis. I feel like I'm watching tennis. Tim, my God, that came out of left field. Easy. Man, Willier's been hitting a lot of opposite field pop-ups, huh? That's correct, Eric. 2 games out of first place in the division. So maybe we should be celebrating that. We're pretty good at it, CH. I will say this. When Willier's hot, Willier is really, really hot. Like, it's kind of impressive how just cyclical this entire team is. Pizza with a fork and a knife. I'll say this. Nobody flame me. I will eat deep dish pizza with a fork and a knife. Deep dish, Connor. Deep dish, dude. That's it. Deep dish pizza is a casserole. Can we all agree that deep dish pizza is a casserole? It's deep dish. I will eat every other style of pizza with my hands. I'm not saying every single time. I'm not saying every single time. I'm just saying sometimes you get a deep dish pizza, the middle of the pizza scalding hot. Every time you bite into it, hot, 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 hot. Right? Once in a while, I don't mind just slicing it up a little bit so that you can get it separated a little bit. It's because it's a casserole. The Celtics are not losing. And Willier Brayu. Is that gone? It is. Willie did it again. This is what I'm talking about. Willier Abreu, baby. All right, let me see if I get this first try here. There's turned as humanly possible. What do I have to do to get this to work? There we go. Willier Abreu. This is what I'm talking about, boys. We just needed a good night. That's all we needed. Slim Willie. Joel, we should have bet on this, Joel. Mm, 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 mm. The Celtics are dead ass about to lose this. Is Bow spelled B-O-W? Oh no, my Red Sox game froze. Oh Lord. Oh, I didn't miss much. Just Trevor Story striking out, huh? He's 0 for 4 with how many Ks? Actually, Joel, they'll be back to 500 tonight. Got him. The gesture, the bakery snack, the gesture. Oh my God, the Celtics actually lost this, huh? That was childish. Sometimes you gotta be a child, dude. Yeah, Shea Sprague is a name that a lot of people are bringing up to me. Yeah, you're not the first person to say that, CH. I know, but the swing and miss stuff is real. Ugh, man, the end of basketball games are like the entirety of the game. You play like 40 minutes of most of the game, and then for the last 30 seconds, it's like 45 minutes. Dig, Connor, dig. Ugh. Hater of basketball? No. Interesting, Mighty. Interesting. I wonder which two pitchers he was looking to trade and what he was trying to trade for. I don't even know what first baseman the Rays have. Yandy? That would have been kind of sick, actually. Willier finally get, yeah. Yeah. He's having a big game, man. He's having a big game. Adults are boring. Yeah, I'll take a look, Robbie. All right, here we go. For all the marbles, Tatum. Bang! All right, Tatum. That was big, but you still got 18 seconds left on the clock. What do you do? Yeah, we got Chapman for the top of the ninth. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't do that. Please don't choke. We got a couple of please don't chokes in the stream tonight, huh? We got a couple of please don't chokes in the stream tonight. So this is what I mean. Tatum makes one play and we get another 2 minutes of ads. Chapman the closer, yeah. How fast is Chapman gonna pitch here? I would say he gets up to 102. Video for tomorrow. It's either gonna be on the new top 100 prospects for the Red Sox. Or it's going to be about Anthony Rizzo. I don't know. I gotta tell you. Oh my God, no way. Okay. Okay, Chapman. Sick. Joel, the score of the game is literally on the screen. I wonder who Willie is. Hey, that's why you score insurance runs. You got fouled there? Oh, no. Did we sign Rizzo? No. See, now he pumps up the gas a little bit. 101. (102) Broken back ground out to the pitcher. Chapman walks over and tags him for the first out. Two more outs and the Sox have themselves back to 500. All right. Celtics ball. 12 seconds left here, folks. Wow, they lost it again. Oh my God, dude. Wow, bro. Are the Celtics about to lose this series? That's crazy. Are the Celtics about to lose this series? That was a terrible last play from Tatum. I don't know where that miss blew. Yeah, I know. Okay. All right, well, now we're back to the Red Sox game, and it is runner on first with the tying run with the tying run being Corey Seager at the plate. Cora's coming out a little bit. Oh, no, he's just taking a step up. Chapman missing again. I swear to God. Dude, I swear to God. $87 right there. Willie's backing up. He's still backing up. Oh, thank God. Yeah, that makes sense, actually, Joel. Who's the most nerve-wracking closer? I don't even know. Ryan Brazier. Actually, yeah, that's a good one. Ryan Brazier's a good one. Palpon wasn't really like a heart attack like some of these other people, though. All right, there we go. One more. Why are they putting Ben Crimmon here? Craig Kimbrell. Yeah, Kimbrell I think is the one. I think Kimbrell's it. Byung-Young Kim. That's what I'm saying, Chance. Like, I wasn't really like a... Come on, Chapman. Right here, brother. And nope. Yeah. Oh. That was 104 miles an hour, by the way. That was 104 miles an hour. But he foul tipped it. Come on. Dude, with the movement. Oh, my God. Lordy. 103.8 is absurd, dude. All right, come on. Right here. All right, fouled off 103. Come on. I mean, it was kind of cool. I still don't like him. Ugh, I messed the whole thing up. I'm sorry, chat. Hold on. That would be objectively hilarious if... Did that work? If he came in and just threw an E-fist. That would be hilarious. Did that work? There we go. Okay. Yeah, from 104, just dropping a 30-mile-an-hour pitch. That'd be hilarious. Right here, Chapman. Come on, brother. That dude had a sweet mustache. Old people with mustaches. Perfect. Hate the Knicks? Yeah. I think a lot of people in Boston are going to start hating the Knicks. Just put it inside, Chapman. Don't hit him, but put him inside. Pause. What did I say? What happened? Connor. Crib must be vibing. Yeah, buddy's bull in the box, eh? One more strike. 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 See ya. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the Red Sox are here. I love games like that, where the offense shows up, you get the pitching you need. Like, that is exactly what the Red Sox need to do on a consistent level. We just need one time. We just need it one time for, like, I don't know, 120 games to be at a consistent level. But hey, we'll take it. A W is a W. Oh, Joel had to admit the Red Sox won. I'm sorry, buddy. Maybe tomorrow they'll lose, Joel, and you'll have something to complain about. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the Red Sox are victorious. That was a really good game. Willier and Bregman just put the team on their back. They said, folks, we ain't losing tonight. We'll see. You know what? Rubber match tomorrow. Bayo on the mound. He's been pitching well. So we'll see how that goes. This is what I mean. Joel had to admit something positive, so immediately had to back it up with something negative. Poor Joel. Seems to me like you need to stream more. Yeah, dude. Hey, listen. If our record continued out throughout the regular season, we'd be the best team in baseball. The Red Sea community is just really good at getting the Red Sox out of funks. Last time they did this, or we did this, the Red Sox went like 7-3 in their next 10 games. So let's see. Let's see. Knock on wood. Let's see. As always, guys, I appreciate you being here. I really do appreciate you hanging out. This game, for the most part, was a ton of fun, but for a little bit there, it was real frustrating. But here we are. Thank you to everyone who became or is still a member. Thank you to everyone who donated tonight. I really appreciate you. Tomorrow we'll be back for a video. There are a couple of different things floating around in my head right now. We'll decide on one of them. So we'll definitely get a video out tomorrow for sure. As always, if you have been here for a while or not even a little while, but you like the idea of these, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. We talk Red Sox content basically every single day, sometimes all 7 days, actually. But as always, make sure you guys also like the video as well, like the live stream. It helps these out a ton. Best way to let me know you actually enjoy them. Yeah, outside of that, I think we covered it all. Oh, new merch. Make sure you guys take a look. It's right on my page under store. And take a look at all the new merch. Click any of them. It brings you all to the same link. Ton of great stuff over there. Make sure you guys get some of those before things sell out. Outside of that, guys, yeah, again, I love being here with you guys. It really means the world to me that you were here. Even during the middle of a Celtics playoff game, you guys decided to come hang out with me. So it means a lot. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you